Rock and Ramble Christmas special! Turn it up! Let the jingle bells slam! We're unwrapping all those reckless nights. Cheap shades, big hair, no plan. From the basement to the blanket of snow. We still feel that stadium glow on the Rock and Ramble Christmas special with Ren and Frank on the show.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list,
Checking it twice.
he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Welcome to a Feliz Navidad, Merry
Feliz,
Christmas,
oh my dog.
Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, from Rock
And Ramble, baby.
You know what we talk about.
Wow, we are really just in sync tonight.
We are.
Not the band in
And we
sync.
do the 80s and 90s and 2000s all the way up to today, Frank,
Yes,
don't we?
indeed, we do, Ren.
That's what we talk about. But tonight is a special edition.
It is.
It is a special of
The
a Merry Christmas.
Pre-Christmas special.
This is what we're talking about. I want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas, a Feliz Navidad, and a
Yep.
Happy Hanukkah to all my other Jewish friends.
Well, hopefully that covers everybody. Not,
Yeah, it's
most
not going to
everybody.
cover everyone, but
Yeah.
the ones that actually celebrate.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Because a lot of them don't celebrate
We'll
Christmas.
take
Or they
that.
don't believe in any of the religions.
Right.
And that's okay.
But that's okay. Everybody's got something to be grateful for.
They
so.
do. The Merry Christmas make great fucking chips. Having chips are good, man. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to have one, too,
Yes.
as a matter of fact, too. I can get me a bag for Christmas. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Under the
As
Christmas
long
tree,
as
the
it's not a
stocking
bag of
stuffer.
coals. Were you good? Were you naughty
Well,
or nice?
you know,
Were you naughty or
that's-
nice? Come on.
I am the beholder. You know, I can never say if I'm naughty or if
Is
I'm
there
nice.
like an in between where it's okay to be naughty and nice? I don't know.
No, well,
I don't know
but-
if Santa
But what about when the
deals
wife
in-
wants you to
in
be
the
naughty?
in-between.
Is that a freebie?
Ooh, maybe.
If she says I want you to be naughty tonight,
Well, she's wearing something naughty, then maybe.
yeah, there you go. So there you go. I wonder how Santa Claus views that one. I guess Santa Claus will probably check her off
Well,
as nice, but that's naughty.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. He does sneak down the chimney, you know. He's a tricky
Well,
one,
you know,
that Santa.
he checks his list though.
He does.
Is naughty or nice?
Well, if he's on, naughty
Or
or
is it
nice.
smart or stupid?
Would you want the naughty or nice?
Maybe it's smart and stupid. Because, because you know what? Sometimes, man, growing up with kids like we have, I really do feel like I'm stupid.
Oh God, I know those
Right?
kids. I love them to pieces, but boy,
Man.
they call us out.
If you can believe it, the other day I asked my kids
Oh boy.
about listing something. Hey, can you check the Instagram? And my kids look and go, the Instagram? I'm like, yeah, the Instagram.
Dude, you look.
He goes, there's no fucking. There's no.
Were you a dinosaur?
There's no the Instagram, Dad. It's Instagram or Insta. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I put the in front of Instagram, and now I'm like a fucking moron, dude.
Well,
I'm a raving idiot.
all I do nowadays when I get frustrated with the, trying to find something or do something on my fucking phone, Gavin, my son, hey, get over here. I need to fix this.
Try to figure it out. And
Figure
they,
this shit out
dude,
for me.
And they reluctantly
No, they
do
do.
it.
Yeah. Well, first he rolls his eyes. He's like, again? I'm like, yeah. Again.
They don't really want to do it.
Help your old man. So,
Dude, we started this podcast out, and my son used to do video editing, all kinds of stuff, and my daughter knows Instagram and all the other crap too. You think they help us do the shit?
No.
Fuck no, they
No,
don't.
no.
They're always busy or have
They
other things better
they
to
were
do.
watching us struggle out here, man.
But dude, when the
Seriously.
phone rings from them,
Oh, yeah.
what do?
Yeah.
Fix it right away. Get it taken care of.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. One day they're going to learn that.
They will.
Because you know what? We probably thought our parents were stupid too.
And
man.
by the way, they don't use Facebook at all. Apparently, that's the thing. The youngers don't even use Facebook.
No,
it's not about. That's old school.
they thought
for
it was
them.
stupid from the moment it came out.
Well, there might be some truth to that.
Yeah,
so.
there it is.
Although it has its,
It has its
usefulness.
benefits, and we still use it
of, like,
now.
pictures and
We use
whatever,
Facebook
sharing.
and Instagram, right, for a lot of our socials.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're all about.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, we are dealing with generally, mostly speaking, the older gen.
Yeah.
Right, and we do have some of the younger gen
That's
that comes
us,
in. Yeah,
so.
some of the younger ones that come in and listen to the podcast. And we thank you, by the way, for listening and tuning in.
Yeah.
Every week.
We do appreciate
But you
that.
know, really, when it comes down to it, we thought we didn't have the technology when we were younger. Right, we grew up in I want to call it a true world.
Yeah.
Right, I don't want to make it sound like they don't have their life and what they do, but we grew up with no cell phones.
Well, there was no smartphones. We didn't have any of that.
There was no stupid phones.
There was not even a computer at that point.
There
you
was
know?
nothing.
So
we used to have to type in codes to get a computer to do anything, and you didn't even have a computer. You had a keyboard that hooked to your television.
I literally went to a local college to take typing lessons
I
so I can type faster.
I
Isn't
took
that
typing
crazy?
class too.
Yeah. So
You mostly take them for the girls during the typing class.
and
but
remember
yes.
some of the
home
entry level
economics.
jobs, you had 65 words or faster a minute. You know, you had to. That's what it was. So
I was at 65 letters or faster per minute. Dude. I don't know what words you were at, bro.
Letters. Sorry, letters. Yeah.
I could never type 65
no,
words a minute.
Sorry,
My life depended
let
on
me
it.
rephrase. Letters. Sorry.
And, you know,
letters and numbers.
and we didn't have none of that stuff. We had pagers and beepers that came out like when we were in our mid-teens, probably somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And just call mom.
Yeah, that was
it.
the first version of texting.
And you have to run to a payphone to call with a dime or a quarter in your pocket, whatever it was at that time. So much different back then, man. So much different.
Yeah.
Cost of things and how crazy was it back then. A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun back then, but the kids really do think.
wouldn't trade it for the world, that's for sure.
And they just look at us, man. Sometimes when I'm doing something, or I'm sitting watching a television show, or I'm doing something, my kids just look at me like, "Fucking dad, you're so dumb, dude." Like, why? Why am I dumb? What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
You know, I look back and I go, I probably looked at my dad in the same way. I love my dad. I mean, obviously he's passed away some years ago, but you know, I mean, I remember a lot of things, and I do think my dad was weird.
Yeah, well,
I do think he did a lot of weird things as a father.
You know, the younger generation obviously it's always going to be that way.
But I
so-
truthfully believe that our kids are going to turn that same way when they get older. They might not be identical to what we are today, but they're going to have that as older tendencies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, think about how fast things are changing with AI and everything else that's going on. So you got to keep up with that technology, and it changes rapidly. So to your point, eventually they're going to get beyond that, you know, unless they stay
Sure.
up to speed, and they'll be in the same position we're in.
I mean,
So screw 'em.
Think about this, dude. I mean, think about it, right? So your kid comes home, has a nice run, he's been jogging all day, and he comes home and stretches out. You know, and there's dad stretching. You know, and oh, you getting the muscle all tight. No, dude, I'm just trying to get the fucking ball sack from the side of my leg, dude. No, different type of stretching, buddy. It's not the same anymore, dude. I don't touch my toes, man. It don't happen, man. Yeah, it's not the same. But
Much different.
Yeah, getting old is really tough, man. Losing the hair growing out of areas that you never thought would ever grow out of. What does it do? Does it leave your head, dude, and go out of your ears and your
think it
nose?
does. I think that's the master plan.
Is that really what it is?
I think it is. Yeah.
Shit, I think I have more hair in my butt crack now than I ever had before.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it
that's
goes in the places
crazy.
where it's not supposed
It is
to grow.
crazy, dude. Yeah, getting old is not
Well,
fun.
what are some of the other things that the kids do that they look at you like, man, my old man, he's
Outside of everything?
Outside of,
Yeah. Yeah, you know, here's the worst part is you know, you ask the kids to do something. And the timetable of getting it done it's just not even realistic.
no, that's
I
so
must
true.
ask my son at least 5 to 10 times to take the trash cans out. He gets to live here, right? And this is not just now. This is when he was younger too. So I'm not gonna say. I mean, of course, I want my kids to stay as long as they need to get out in the real world and make it, and we give them a place to stay. And I never hold that against anything. However, I do ask for a couple little things, right? Hey, if the dishes are in the sink, clean them up.
Yeah,
Empty the dishwasher.
Not
Take
too
the
much
trash
to
cans
ask, I
out.
don't
Bring the
think.
trash cans in.
Yeah.
You see the trash in the kitchen full, empty it.
right.
Do you think they do any of those things?
No.
None.
No.
Not one of them.
Yeah.
Every now and then, they'll get a wild hair and they'll like wash the dishes. I cleaned this, or I did that, or I finished your load of laundry, or something. But they'll leave their laundry in the laundry machine halfway through and say, "Hey, Mom, can you throw it in the washing machine or dryer?" And then you know it's going to get folded.
Yeah.
Although I did pull out the same shit to my grandma, so I can't really say it's much different, right?
Well, I will say my son's pretty good about it. I mean, you know, there's times where it does have to be told, but you know, he'll walk by and if he sees there's dishes, you know, he'll do them. But when I do ask him to do something, then it's the procrastination part. It's like, you know,
You've asked me to do it.
He'll get to it when he's ready
You've
to get to it.
asked me to do it,
Yeah.
and now I know you need it,
Yeah.
so I'm not going
don't-
to do it.
Well, and just don't ask me again. I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
it could be next week.
yeah. Well, no, come on. I need you to do it now. So
And
yeah.
we don't want to live in a dirty house, dude.
No.
You know, we want things picked up. We don't want, and then they come home. It's like a cyclone, dude. They come home, they make a big mess, and then boom, they're gone for a hour, days, whatever it is.
we get on this bitch session with the kids.
I don't know, dude.
Oh, my
This is just
God.
where it's at, though.
So,
well, you know why
What
we get
about it's the technology part of
Well,
it?
do you know
though?
why we get here?
Why?
Because it's Christmas, damn it.
Oh, here we go.
It's Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
And you want to make the naughty or the nice list.
That's
Which
true.
one?
You do want to be naughty or
and
nice.
you know what? I got to be honest, dude. There's a lot of stuff through the year the kids do, but we still spoil the fuck out of them.
Well,
That's just what we do.
Yeah. Well, but they do a lot of stuff.
They do.
They're good kids. They're
great
Your kids.
kids.
Are great kids. I love them.
Because
Mine are great,
our
and
kids,
so-
our kids have heads on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Right. They're good kids. They're not involved too much in drugs and things and getting turned out that kind of way and having issues and problems and not being able to live in society. They're looking towards a future. They have relationships. So they're in a good position. As a parent, that's what you really want. You want your kids to be in a good position and be able to see the family before you die.
Now think about the way we grew up, right? In our time, 80s and all that stuff. Imagine our kids growing up at that time. You think they would have done the same things that we did?
They probably, it was the times.
It was the
I
times,
I think they would have. But here's the thing, though. And what was back then, no cell phones, no technology.
There's none of that.
No way to get a hold of your kids. You tell your kids what time to come home, and if they're late, did our parents think the same way we think? Now, I have a cell phone, right, and we have cell phones. So I tell my kids, back when they had a curfew, or even now, they don't have a curfew. They can come home whenever they want to come home. But if you're supposed to come home or thinking coming home, just text, say, hey, I'm staying at so and so's house.
Right.
Just courtesy.
Courtesy check.
Because our first mind goes to what the heck, and then if the phone rings at 3 a.m, I'm jumping my ass out of bed.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Right. So, but our parents had no phones, dude. We had no way to get a hold of them. Nothing. Do you think that they worried like 10 o'clock to be home at 10 and 10:30? Were they pacing the floors, or were they just pissed off because they knew we were late?
I think
I
they
couldn't imagine.
they were concerned. Well, what parent wouldn't be? Of course they were. But it was the times back then too. So
crazy. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being a parent.
Plus, I'm sure your parents, same as mine, but they were used to us being out all the time because obviously we're in the band and we every night there was something going on. Either we're practicing, promoting, whatever we were doing. We were out constantly. That was never home.
So late hours and then stumbling through the front door.
Yeah.
Completely bombed.
Or just, coming home late and just trying to be quiet so we didn't wake them up. But
completely bombed.
But you know they were awake. What? Again, as a parent, you're gonna be awake until your kids come home. So
I put my parents through a lot of shit, dude.
Yeah,
I really did.
I did too. Feel kind of bad,
And I know that my kids, I can't say my kids haven't put us through stuff, and I'm sure your kids have too. But it's I guess it's part of being that generational movement, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be parents one day, and I remember my mom saying, "I can't wait till your kids put you through what you put me through."
That's a classic
That
line.
was it. And now it's the same thing for us. We went through some stuff, but I will say we've got really good kids. I think we're very lucky to have as good a kids as we have.
Yeah.
And this is the time of the year when we try to celebrate that, not just the celebration of Christmas and the celebration of Christ and the celebration of Hanukkah and the 8 days. All this stuff it's a celebration of your family.
Yeah.
And being with the loved ones and the ones that you love the most, the people you care about.
So,
like all you guys out there that listen to us, we
Yeah.
care. We want you guys to have a great Christmas. We want you to have a beautiful family time and get everybody together. And tell your mom, show your mom how much you love them for all the shit you put them through for the year.
Yeah.
And vice versa for the moms and the kids. Maybe you dragged your freaking daughter by her hair and threw her out the front door or something. Maybe you did something crazy, but show them the love that they have and take care of them. It's not always about what you get or what you give.
Absolutely.
It's about the time together.
So what would you say is special for you about this time of year? Christmas.
Well, I only have my mom. And Lisa doesn't have her parents, so that's been a big thing. And it's difficult. We would all love to have all of our parents there. The unfortunate thing for me, the last year that my father was alive, we had kind of gotten into a little bit of an argument on Christmas, and then he passed away on New Year's. So we didn't really talk that last part.
That sucks.
So that's something that haunts me all the way through. And I was really close to my dad, so it was a tough part for me. But I've made peace with that. I know that it wasn't like a big argument over it. It was something stupid, right? So, but to be honest with you, my mom and I were always at each other's throat for a lot of years. My mom was very strict. My dad was a really cool, relaxed one, and I got along with him so well. But that year when he passed, I moved my mom into the house with us because she didn't want to go back to their house, obviously. And it was tough because my mom was a very tough woman at that point. And it was tough on my kids and tough on my wife and everybody bringing her into the house. It wasn't like she was going to just be smiles and joy.
Right.
But
right.
I think she started to, over time, she had an understanding. She blended in with the family. And after, she started going to a lot of the soccer games and matches and different stuff. And I think when that started happening, she started to loosen up a little. And so the very next Christmas that we had, it might have been 2 Christmases. later, we went around the room, and I like this one. You go around the room, you ask everybody, what are you thankful for? And the thing I said was, I'm thankful that my dad passed away first. Because without my dad passing away, I would not have the relationship with my mother. I probably would have never had that relationship if he didn't go, because I think it opened her to be a very different woman, and now to where everybody in the family loves my mom to death. Like they all want to go spend time with her. When we go to visit her and her new husband now, everybody wants to go out. My wife wants to, my sister-in-law, friends of ours, they all want to go see her.
Oh,
and that would have
awesome.
never happened years ago with the chip she had on her shoulder.
Right.
She's a New York Jew.
Yeah.
I don't need to say much more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, they have that little bit of harshness to them.
Sure.
And she's met a great guy.
Yeah.
She's met a really good guy, so I'm very thankful for that.
And she received that well. I mean, when you said that, do you think that kind of sunk in for her? Like, yeah, that,
I hope it did. We have a
Yeah.
really good, special relationship. It's going to be, I know she's getting older, and we're all going to have to go one day. And,
Sure.
And you never hope it's any time before you're really ready. But are you really ready?
I don't know
You're
if
not
you
ready.
are.
You're
Yeah,
not ever
no,
ready.
no.
Even when somebody's sick for a long time, you're
Right.
never really
You
ready. for that day to
never
come.
prepared for that final moment.
So
yeah.
spend the time now with your family.
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah,
What-
I mean, for me, it's just quality family time. I mean, unfortunately, my brother lives and his family live in Jacksonville, Florida, so I don't.
And
get to
isn't
see
it your
him.
brother's birthday today?
It is.
Can we
yeah.
give him a shout out?
Happy birthday to my bro Tommy.
Happy birthday to you. All right, Tomas.
Hey, buddy. Happy
Tomas,
birthday, brother.
feliz Navidad, Tomas. Come on, Tomas.
Please up my dog, baby. So he's so I don't get to see him. We don't generally get together during the holidays. It's just too much of a hassle. But we see each other throughout the year and stuff. And we have a great relationship. But it's my parents and my in-laws, and so for me, it's just about spending quality family time. That's the gift stuff is like it's great. It's great to give rather than receive, in my opinion. But it's more the spending quality family time.
I think the special part is, the best part for myself is, when you can afford to give for somebody, that you can give to somebody that's not expecting it.
Right.
Somebody that maybe can't quite afford certain things, to give that to somebody to change their day.
Yeah.
Is really big.
Yeah, just to give that positivity.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so.
And it's not always.
awesome.
It should never be about the money. The money shouldn't be a big thing.
Yeah, it's more the thought, obviously.
Yeah. And for my kids, they found over the years they like to give, and when they know they can give and spend a little extra, it means a lot to them.
Yeah.
And that's something I hope that we've brought to them and shown them.
Yeah.
Because every year they've been flourished with Christmas gifts, and we've always given them probably more than we should.
Yeah.
We spoil our kids when it comes to Christmas and time, because that's a big holiday for me. It's my favorite holiday.
Yeah. So
it's-
you embrace it and you enjoy it and you want to share that with the
Yeah.
family. So
And it's like you have a long year. So
Yeah.
we have a long year with a bunch of different weeks and different holidays through the year. We get to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's kind of like a big build-up. We build all the way up right to Christmas, and then once the New Year's happen, you pop that balloon, baby, and you start all over again. That's really what happens, right? You drop the ball.
I thought you could use a different analogy, but
Well,
okay.
you drop the ball. I mean, our balls have dropped for many years. So we've been celebrating New Year's
yes,
many
they're
times
dropping.
over.
They are
But,
dropping, my friend.
Yes, but we popped the cherry, we
yeah,
popped the
that's-
balloon.
there you go, that's
Whichever
the
one
one.
you were looking for, but I got you covered. Don't worry. We'll peel the orange. We do whatever it takes to get into that mood
Oh, my
to the
God.
next year.
So speaking of the holidays, obviously we got Christmas just around the corner here, and we're thankful for our listeners and just having this podcast that we've had going on for now the better part of 6 months now.
Yeah.
and
since the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Sorry, middle of the year.
Middle of the year. So it's been awesome. It's been a great ride, and we again just are so thrilled and appreciative of all you guys out there, and more to come. I mean, we're super excited about 2026. We got a lot planned. We got some things happening, between
In the near
Christmas
future.
and New Year's that we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
So-
well, we're going to be doing LA Guns.
Yeah, that's
So
on the 27th.
Yeah, 27th. We'll be doing an LA Guns show down at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano. If you guys can make it down, we'd love to see you guys.
That'd be fun.
It's going to be a great time. We got some special stuff for the girls too for Christmas. It's going to tie into a bunch of stuff. We're excited to give it to them for our gift. We can't talk about it now because obviously they'll find out. They're going to listen.
Spoiler
If they
alert.
listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do, but if they do, this one particular time, it's going to screw it all up. So,
We have
but
to check in the follower list.
but you know, the truth is that we're gonna have a really good time, and I'm excited about our next podcast. We talked about we want to do like a little rollback and a recap on what the year's brought for us.
Yeah.
Some of the stories that we talked about, some of the different losses that we've had, and happy times and sad times. I mean, we lost some great legends this year.
Yeah, this has been a really kind of pivotal year for some of our legends that rock legends that we've loved for so long, and them passing. It's happening.
And it's spun a whole different look for me. We talked a lot about some of these podcasts. We talked about things like, is it worth going to see this band, or this band, can't sing the same way. But now I look back at certain guys that have passed, and I go, man, we're never going to get a chance to see him again.
No.
So does it now change your mind? Does it make you think differently about maybe chasing that legend or chasing, your favorite band?
Yeah. Well,
right?
a good example, we talk about Motley Crue and Vince in that situation. Well, who's he touring with? They're touring next year, and they got Tesla on the bill.
And Extreme.
Now, I mean, we talked about, well, I don't know if I go see Vince, again, with Motley Crue, but, you add those two bands, maybe I might now,
And I think once again, it reverts back to cost.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say, the problem with that ticket, I look at tickets and the nosebleeds all the way up are $150.
Right.
So, I mean, you're going to be, I'm not going to sit way up there, so I got to sit down, and the bottom floors are $500 to $700. I'm like,
that's too much.
Don't want to
money.
see that. I mean, I can go see Tesla in a residency in Vegas. I could spend $60, $70 and see an awesome night.
Right.
So it depends. We'll talk about that obviously as things start coming.
And GNR too. I mean, there's some big shows that are coming out.
There's a lot of stuff. A lot of bands.
Year,
That's going to be part of what we talk about in our next podcast, is the bands that are coming next year.
Yeah.
A lot of bands are coming back that have been gone for a very long time.
Yeah.
And crazy that some of these things, how they were getting put together and what's happening. We had, member changes in some of the bands that have been out for a very long time.
Yep.
And these are obviously known member changes. Nobody's hiding behind anything. Nobody's firing nobody. People have stepped down. Other people are stepping in.
Have chosen to step down.
There's
too.
a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to the rock and roll community and what 2026 is going to bring us.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to bring that to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that we get a chance to dip into this stuff, put our toes in the sand, and tell you guys, with a drink in the hand, and tell you guys
in the sand.
and tell you guys what we're going to be up against in 2026. And we're looking to do some more traveling.
Yeah.
We want to do some shows on the outside of California.
Yeah, we want to be able to bring you guys back some stories and from our shows that we go see, and like the one we saw in Phoenix at the Celebrity Theater, that was the LA Guns and Tom Kiefer show.
Great show.
And I tell you, it was really exciting handing out our cards and kind of promoting the podcast here, and people were super excited about it. We want to get out there a little more and get in front of people.
Well,
so
we talked, not to cut you off, Frank, we talked about KNAC. It was one of our podcasts too.
Yeah.
And we talk about like KNAC radio station and everything, how big KNAC really was.
Yep.
Right. So when you went to another state, another country, people knew KNAC. Now, we're not trying to compare ourselves to KNAC, of course, but the point is when we go to other states and when it's receptive to what we're doing, it's exciting.
yeah, it is.
Because we're based here in California, although Spotify and everything is all over, right?
Yeah.
It's not just in California.
Yeah.
However, the truth is that when you start to expand outside of your local area, it's exciting to do that.
It is. It is.
So getting out on the road and going and seeing a few shows and forcing ourselves to do a vacation
yeah.
is always fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring those to you.
And I think it's cool that we have a unique perspective. It's our own perspective, obviously, but of the local, music scene, how it was, back when we were in bands and promotions and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And to be able to share those stories and talk about that kind of stuff with listeners and folks that are out there at shows, it's fun. It's super, super exciting. So
All the rock legends and all your heroes that you listen to and that you idolize and that you want to go see, they all went through a similar story of what we went through. They obviously made it. We didn't. We're here with you guys on a podcast. We're not living that rock and roll life. But we had a lot of those stories and a lot of that time, what they went through. And then we were the ones that were watching them grow up and become bigger bands and become legends and became the heroes. We watched that.
Yeah.
And that's what's so amazing about the stories that we like to talk about and how we like to tell is because things that we've went through, shows that we go and see. Because when it comes down to it, if you got 4 members on a stage, you got 20,000 people watching them.
yeah.
Who's the bigger audience?
Yeah.
We want to talk to the audience that's out there, and we want you to feel our vibe, and we want to tell you what's a great band to go see, what you're missing, what's a new band coming out. what's some of the best singers that are still singing? What's some of the best guitar players?
Yeah.
You know,
And everybody else has their own stories too. You
They
know,
do.
like you said, those 20,000, every one of those 20,000 have their own stories about, shows that they saw that were awesome and things that they did. So it's great to share that with everybody. So
It's like food, right? I mean, I talk with guys at my work. We talk about, this restaurant, that restaurant, you got to try this, you got to try that. But, I go on a recommendation.
Yeah.
So this is a recommendation of a show. I'm telling you, dude, if Tom Kiefer comes back out in LA Guns, especially the combination.
Dude, you got to go see it.
Dude, you fucking have to
You
go
got
see
to go
it.
see it. Yeah.
Because, LA Guns is one of the biggest sleeper bands. And we've talked about how much I love that band, but dude, they're a sleeper band. And you guys, including Matt and a lot of people that I've taken to see the show, are just like they want to go see them when they play
I
because
thought
they're
they were
really
fantastic.
really good.
Yeah.
And they're getting better with the age, in my opinion. I mean, of course, it was different. They were more of the young kids, like kind of like the Sunset Strip vibe
Yeah.
in the shows. And now they're getting older, but they're coming into their own. Tom Kiefer's still amazing, bro. Jeff Tate, we just saw, was phenomenal.
Yeah, he was amazing too.
I mean, so there's just so many great guys that are out there. We want to tell you, go see him. So and so is lip syncing, or so and so just can't hit the notes anymore.
Yeah.
We'll tell you the truth of it.
I mean, shit. We're just kind of thinking back about this past year and the shows that you and I've gone together, with the wives, or shows you went to separately or I went to separately. And one of the shows that recently I went to was Jackal at the Coach House. And I didn't have much expectation about it, and you know what? They turned out great, man. They rocked.
It's
So
worth it.
It was fun.
And the thing is that it's a cheap night.
Yeah, it was totally-
you're
totally
you're paying 30,
reasonable.
40 bucks to go see the show.
Yeah.
And you're getting a nice place to see a venue, have some drinks, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to give you guys, all that kind of vibe. Now, just because we see them down here at the Coach House, or we see them over at the Observatory or the Grove or anywhere we're at, doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't see them when they come to you, because it's going to be the same show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Celebrity was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm excited to see LA Guns back
Yeah,
again.
no, it's gonna be a good
It's
show.
going to be a lot of fun.
Looking
And a lot
forward to it.
of stuff coming up this next year, man. Well, we really appreciate you guys. Really awesome. Have a Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
And definitely appreciate obviously your support and continue to send us comments, feedback, whatever. We'd love to hear from you, and
Send us some Christmas presents.
More to come. So we're excited.
Send us some Christmas presents. Send me a dreidel. Oh, happy Hanukkah to all my Jewish friends out there too. We do really appreciate you guys listening.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome year for us. I can't wait for next week's recap.
It's gonna be good.
And then we're going to sprout into the new year with all the new bands that are coming out, the bands that are coming back.
Yep.
And everything 2026 is going to bring. We're excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
Can't wait.
And hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Appreciate you.
Rock and Ramble.
I'm out, Frank.
We're out.